unbox video. And the first thing I'm unboxing is the ANTSLE D. This is a personal cloud server that is created by a company called ANTSLE out of California. The good thing about this thing right here is it's something that you can put on your desk. It's something that you personally own. So let's unbox this and take a look. So as soon as you open this guy, you're greeted with a couple of things here. So the very first thing that you're greeted with, of course, is your Ethernet cable. And you have a box with your, I'm thinking, power cables. So you have your power for your ANTSLE right here. Now, I've been with this company for about 2015. So I can tell you that the power brick is a little bit bigger on these devices, which means that it's going to be a little bit more stable, be able to handle those brownouts that you can't really see. So, the next thing that we have here is our actual ANTSLE. Alright, so as you can see, we have our ANTSLE here. It has the logo of the ANTSLE on front, and then we have our power button. And as you notice, there's no exhaust on this server anywhere, because this is a fanless system. And the way that this case is made, it's made like kind of like a stereo amp, where it actually disperses the heat from this heavy coil here. This device here weighs about 10 pounds. So on the back here, you actually have a couple peripherals. You have 4 Ethernet ports, and then you have an extra Ethernet port up here, and then you have 2 USB cables to hook up drives or other peripherals that you would like to hook up to here. You also have a display port, so if you would like to see the terminal on here, you can actually log on and actually see the terminal. I have to say, once you set this thing up and put it on your network, that's actually not needed at all. There's actually instructions that as soon as you hook this thing into your network, you're able to get to it from a browser and then start configuring from there. But we will go through how a new ANTSLE will come to you and what you can do with it.
All right, let's take a look at the ANTSLE website. So what ANTSLE is a personal cloud. So it's something that allows you to, no, I don't want you to track me, ANTSLE, not today. So what ANTSLE is this personal cloud that runs something called Ant-Man OS. And this is a operating system or an overlay over an operating system that this company, ANTSLE, created. So they actually made something that is portable, something that you can literally have in your house. So you heard of these services, Droplet, Voltor, AWS, Azure. But the cool thing about the ANTSLE is it's something that you can personally have, and you can literally uproot your server and take somewhere else and plug back in and be back online within seconds. Of course, you can always have the argument of, maybe AWS would, be easier because I don't have to move anything. Everything just works. But the cool thing about this is you don't have to worry about how much time you're using and how much processors you're using. And you can do as much development as you want to without creating that bill that you don't want to see at the end of the month. So we're going to go over here to the products, and we're going to go to ANTSLE appliances. And we're going to look at the ANTSLE 1. We'll go ahead and click on the Buy Now option so you can actually see what this thing offers. So we just looked at the ANTSLE 1D. This is what we have. We have an Intel server, we have 4 cores, we have 32 gigabytes EEC RAM, 250 gig SSD drives. So what this means is your system only has 225 gigabytes on it of hard drive space. Again, you can have external drives, you can have anything plugged into this thing all day long. So this is just what's built in it. But there is something called mirroring. So if you lose one of these drives, your system will not go down. So that's something that's very important. And then you have 1 gigabit LAN port. So they have some other options here. So you have the option to go up to the XD, the D+, and the XD Pro. These are if you're looking for more bang for your buck. So you see these Xeon D processors here. That's really an impressive processor. Pretty much anything Xeon. But the ANTSLE D, again, gives you the opportunity to have a good deal of RAM for this system. So that's kind of why I opted in for this. And plus you still have your cores. You don't jump up into multiple cores until you start looking at the D+ series or the XD Pro series. So we're going to go ahead and click here and hit select. So as you see, this is actually your hardware. It's a fanless black chassis. Remember, that's that chassis that is designed kind of like a stereo amp. You have your Intel core processor with 4 cores. It does hardware virtualization, so it will on your Windows boxes, and if you subscribe to the channel and watch some of the videos, we will create some Windows 10 servers and some Windows Server 2016 antlets, so you'll actually be able to see what the capabilities are. The cool thing about this, though, is this ANTSLE interface. From some of my other videos, you actually see the Ant-Man OS in action. But this operating system really is the pinnacle of this ANTSLE system. So if you're on the fence about possibly buying this system, it's really useful. I did a review about 3 years ago when I first purchased my ANTSLE. And I've used this in classroom settings by spinning up every student an instance. We have a mobile app now, so you can actually spin up instances from your mobile phone. You get your own domain with this, so that's something else that is provided by ANTSLE. And another cool thing is the support is really good. If you have any issues, I've worked with Mario there at ANTSLE a lot. Of course, I work with Daniel. He's kind of on the marketing side. And I've even worked with the CEO, Bernie, before, troubleshooting some things. So this company, it's not a huge company, but they're really impressive when it comes to what they've put together for us to use. So the price point for this is the $997, but I believe they are running a special with this. So with that price point, I'm going to take you to another appliance here if I can find it in the list. So it's the ANTSLE Nano. So this is something I believe if you buy this, you get some incentives. So if you had some questions, reach out down here to the chat and say, hey, I'm interested in the ANTSLE Nano. So what the ANTSLE Nano is pretty much a Raspberry Pi, but the company has done a little bit of hardware manipulations to this device. I haven't ordered one yet, so Bernie may actually send me one of these so I can review one of these for you. But this is a ANTSLE that you're able to put in your pocket. So the device that you've seen earlier, this is something that allows you to do things on the go. And you can kind of see how small it is there. And you still have that same Ant-Man OS interface, which is really useful, guys. From some of the videos, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll actually be able to see how fast we can actually spin up a server, and 0 to 100 real quick. It's something that is just amazing how they put this together. So if you like what you see, if you're interested in the ANTSLE or configuring servers, please like and subscribe to my channel and like the video, because I need to gauge what content you guys are actually interested in. Because this channel is designed for, if you're already an expert, you can still subscribe to it, but you might say, well, I already know these things. These are going to be for the people that actually want to get in and want to try to do some of these things with the server. As a professor in university, the biggest thing is showing and sharing this information. So let me know if you like this information, and I'll keep uploading these videos. Until then, I will talk to you later.